What up? My peoples, my mother open peoples. The Quality Minutes podcast is back at your ass one more time. It's your boy Speedo. We got Miss Keita down yonder. Your boy Yak in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Salute to my peoples.
What's up? Definitely. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for the Quality Minutes podcast. Yeah. Brought to you by livequalityminutes.com. Again, brought to you by livequalityminutes.com. Please go visit livequalityminutes.com. How's everybody doing?
Making every minute count, man. Making every goddamn minute count.
I'm breathing. I'm able to smile. I'm able to still have a voice to cuss people out if I need to. I'm great.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Definitely.
Sounds wonderful, man. Well, you know, first and foremost, before we chop up into things like you know, when we get into our topics or whatever, I want to give a big shout out today. August 15th is officially Nipsey Hussle Day in Los Angeles.
Okay, all right, definitely.
You got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, man. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Also, one of my dear friends who's no longer with us, his birthday is August 16th. I want to say rest in peace to Courtney Dancy, my boy Mo.
Definitely.
You're always missed down here, brother, man. I know you're up there.
R.I.P. My guy.
Yes.
Also, my grandmother's birthday is August 15th.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
My son's birthday is August 15th. So, you know.
Happy birthday, Isaac, man.
Leo season.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Womp, womp, womp.
Don't hate on us. Everybody knows a Leo ain't a killer, but don't push it.
Yeah, we fuck with the Leos. I really rock with the Leos.
I don't have
Shout
no
out to
problem
y'all,
with Leos, man.
You know.
Hey, look, real quick on the whole astrological sign tip, you know what I'm saying? I realized that I just get along with Scorpios, right? Like I just keep meeting people who are Scorpios, and I just get along with a bunch of Scorpios. Like my best friend is a Scorpio. I got a couple other close friends that are Scorpios. I keep meeting new people that I get along with. I was like, hey, what's your birthday? And they tell me their birthday. I'm like, yo, Scorpio, it's something to this stuff, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah,
we're fucking great. Talk about fucking awesome. Say no, man. My people's Sagittarius too. Sagittarius, Leos, man. I got found friends in those signs, man. Y'all some good people, man. My daughter's a Sag.
Hey,
you know, it's y'all some good people, man.
For sure. So Marquita, let me
are also freaks. Scorpios are also freaks.
First and foremost, let's kill that speculation. We just are sexual specialists.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What were you gonna say, Ryan? What were you gonna say?
I almost forgot. I was gonna say. So, let me ask you, Marquita, when you meet a young man or old man, I don't know, it depends. What if he gives you his sign, like what sign are you like, nah, can't do it?
That's a good question. That's a great question.
What's the no-go sign?
No-go sign is Scorpio.
Oh, the hell with you.
No, and you're great as friends. You're excellent as friends, but to be in a relationship with me, it just hasn't been that clicking, that vibe.
Yeah.
Ooh, this woman.
My ex was a Scorpio.
I had an ex Scorpio too, so I can understand that for sure.
Yeah, Sagittarius.
Ooh.
And
you're a damn lie. Wait a second. You are a damn lie.
Well, you know what? Let me take that back. Let me not be mean about it. Let me not be inaccurate. Let me be accurate, not mean. I have yet to date a Sag, so I can't speak on that. But what I have encountered is, what is that water sign? Not the water. It's the one in April, May.
Aries.
Is that what it is?
Those are some son of a bitches right there, boy.
I can't do them. Can't
Let
do
me
Yeah,
tell
I
you
think-
something, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, the Sagittarius will change your life. You understand me?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Listen, listen to my voice. Your Sagittarius will absolutely change your life. You will, yeah, you would. Listen.
This nigga done went 92.3 on us.
Welcome to the quiet storm.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man. Come
Ladies,
on,
tune in to the quiet storm. QC.
It's the
Jesus Christ.
quiet storm.
It's the quality storm. That's what it is.
Ooh.
The quality storm, baby. I know we got a topic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay. You were asking me about men. Why were you asking me about men, Speedy?
Yeah. Well, because that's what our topic is today. We last time we talked about quality women. Where are the quality women? Now we talking about where are the quality men? What happened to the quality men?
Yes, we are talking about that.
So let's go over some stats right
Yes,
quick.
give us
You
some
know, I be
data.
pulling the data.
She looks very happy to talk about these
I
stats
know.
today.
I know.
So we have top of the list, what most women look for, really. Top of the list, what most women look for. And I don't know who made these stats or who they polled as far as their mental stability, because to me it seems off. But hey, I'm just gonna go with the stats anyway.
It's neither here nor there. Yes.
It's just data.
It's called the Gentleman's Journal. That's where I got this from.com.
Okay.
And they surveyed 100 women and what they were looking for in a man. And the number one thing that they were looking for was a sense of humor. And yes, the reason why women said that was number one for their pick of what a quality man should possess is because if you can make her smile, if you can make her laugh, you already have your foot halfway through the door of having to get her attention.
Wow.
And you could possibly also make a heated situation very calm.
Okay. All right. You said so that's number one, sense of humor?
That's number one.
Wow. I see why so many women are single now. Oh, go ahead.
That's why I said I don't know where they're at. Exactly.
Number
And
one?
Right, number one. So number two is faithfulness. I would think that'd be first. But
It should have been, yeah.
Wait a second.
She don't mean
Sense of humor. Sense of humor beat faithful.
Yes. That is stupid.
As long as I can laugh, I don't care about you doing whatever the fuck you doing. Like, hey, that's cool. I mean, hey, I can see that. Why? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So then the number three.
Please, what's number three?
Number three was confidence.
Wow.
This is so backwards. I don't know who these women were. Intelligence. So he could be stupid, but he could be funny. I don't get
he
that.
He could be an idiot.
Right. Then number five was drive and purpose.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
This is a terrible list.
Stop reading the list, man. That's why y'all get that's why they're getting all these goofy niggas because
oh my God.
for this exact reason.
So I'm gonna stop right there because all those things that came after number two, after number one.
Yeah, I'm about to say after number one.
We're supposed to be faithfulness should be number one, ladies. Monkeypox and STDs is real. So I don't know why.
Hey, as long as they make them laugh, they don't give a fuck about getting burnt or anything. Hey, just come on in.
Hey, you can't laugh herpes off. Hey, laugh that off.
You want to sniffle that syphilis, baby. You
Oh,
know, that's not it. That is not it.
I am going to start this list this time since we're asking the question about what a woman looks for in a quality man. And my first thing on the list would have to be loyalty.
Why you say loyalty?
I say loyalty because loyalty, I feel, is wrapped in with being faithful, but not really. Because you'll have a man who says, I'm never going to leave you. Even if I cheat on you, I'll never leave you for another woman. But the thing is, loyalty will make it to where you're never going to put me in a position to where I have to fight against the world by myself. We're going to be a team. You're going to make sure that we are one, we're one, and I don't have to ever watch my back. I know that I'm secure with you. So that's why I say loyalty. And I say it also because I'm a very loyal person. And so I'm looking for that same energy, to be reciprocated.
I could dig that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But
Now,
you got to give loyalty to the right people because you
can't be loyal to everybody.
Sometimes you could be too loyal and people will take advantage of that loyalty.
Yeah.
Man. I think when you were talking about that list, I think number 5 was confidence or something like that. I don't think a woman wants somebody who doesn't have confidence. I think that's then they'll probably go get them a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't see how that could be that low on that damn list. Because I'm a person who I want my woman to be confident. So if I'm not confident, how the hell is that going to even make me want to be loyal to her if we're not confident in each other? You know, like it's crazy, man. These motherfucking women is.
Your number 1 is confidence on the list that you would expect a woman to have.
No,
to look for her man.
I will say confidence should be up there in the 1 or 2 range. And respect. Where was respect at? Can we put respect on the top of that list too? Because you got to respect women for it to be a healthy relationship. Like, respect can be subjective. So when you say respect, what do you mean by respect? Like a person who was raised right. Like you have to have a type of respect and know that what women have been through or the type of fights they have to go through and being able to, empathy for how women goes by the day to day, you know what I'm saying? And just being respectful to the point where you have to respect their feelings. You have to respect the situation that they got going on. You just have to play your role pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So I think respect should be somewhere high up there, somewhere. Not a motherfucking sense of humor though. Jesus Christ.
No, I asked that question though, because I don't know. I think people define respect differently in different spaces. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Some people might feel like, raising your voice at me, that's disrespectful. Some people might feel like calling me on my name, that's disrespectful. Some people don't think it. Some people don't think it's like that. You know what I mean? Like I think that you got to define respect. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be.
But you got to earn respect too. Yeah, you got to earn
it for sure. For sure.
So what's yours, Speedy? That you think a woman should look for in an equality man?
That's a good question. Thank you for asking. Well, I think that very, very similar to what I said last time we recorded was like you gotta get with a guy who's going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? A man with some vision and some drive to do something and to continue to develop and to continue to grow, like ambition. I'm gonna put it one word on it. You need a man with some ambition. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with a dude who's like, all right, this is my job. I'm gonna work this, boom, boom, boom. But like, where else is he going? You know what I'm saying? Is he trying to be a better human being? Is he trying to get healthy? Is he trying to get in shape? Like, what does his ambition look like? So that's what I think.
I said what I said, but I guess this goes without speaking for me. I need somebody who has a relationship with God. And I'm not talking about, the Bible exists. I mean, like, do you know a few scriptures? Do you know how to apply them? Do you speak to God on a regular? Do you put your faith in him? Or do you rely solely on man and you just say that God exists? I need you to have a relationship with God because the number one thing I know you're going to always understand is that hierarchy. And you're going to take that seriously. So I did not say that as number 1 because for me, it goes without saying. And unfortunately, not many men out here are God-fearing men as they used to be. But for me, it would have to be still that's number 1 without speaking. So that's why I didn't say it. So.
But on the contrary on that, man, I know a lot of people who are God-fearing and still are pieces of shit. Okay. So I don't you can fear in God, but you have to actually go about that. Like
we gotta spend a whole episode on that right there, on that point you just made right there. I agree.
It's a piece of shit people who work in the church or be right up in the house of the Lord. And
but I think to key this point, I think like that's the difference between somebody who believes in God, who's God-fearing, and like religion. Like we got to have that conversation about religion because I grew up around a bunch of religious folks. You know what I'm saying?
You and me both.
Those some judgmental people right there, man. A lot of the time.
Oh Jesus God, Christ. Please.
Well, yeah, that's all too. That's another day, man.
That's
another topic.
We on y'all ass though. We coming for you. We coming.
So let's talk about some of the guys that we know, whether they be friends, relatives, or acquaintances that we've known of or heard of that are the horror stories of the lack of quality men out here. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what made these individuals that we may know personally not quality individuals. What was it that exists that we know, or exists that we know, that makes what's walking about today as far as men are concerned not men but grown boys?
Even if it was ourselves, because I was pretty trash.
Yeah, I was a piece
for
of
little
shit
bit.
too. Yeah, I was a piece of shit.
Wait a minute. I don't. Now hold on now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I've known you for a very, very, very long time. You did not. You were still very respectful, Speedy. I never. You didn't.
So relax, bro. You gotta relax, Chief.
I'm just listening. I'm just listening.
Yes.
You never. I don't remember you ever doing anything. I don't remember you ever doing a woman wrong. I remember maybe you wanted to because you were angry at one who was horrible, and I don't feel like talking about her really, but I'm just saying like.
Now wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Now, okay, they known each other for a long time. Okay, we've grown to be civilized gentlemen. Okay,
absolutely.
There was a time in the late 90s, early 2000s where
99 to 2000.
Yeah, there was a cornroll Speedy. And
yes,
the cornroll Speedy was a whole different Speedy. You know,
he was still respectful.
He still was respectful. Yo, he was very respectful.
No, cornroll Speedy was still. Listen, I'll put it like this. All right. When I say I'm trash, it's different than what you might think I'm saying about. All right. Okay, so I've been always very respectful to women. Like that was just how I was raised. I've never been super disrespectful or blameless, but I think that I was passive aggressive. I was selfish, and I didn't communicate well. And because of all those things, like I did, do some things and make some women very unhappy with me because of those things in particular. So wait a second. Well, wait a minute. What?
Yeah, you see her? She got to relax.
Come on, you got to relax. This is not. We playing charades. What are you doing?
I see that, boy. But I think we all have to grow, man. We had to grow, man, because nobody was actually paying attention and trying to communicate properly back in those days. It was all about.
We didn't know how. We were learning.
Exactly. For me, it was all about GTD, man.
Get the draws.
It's all it was about back in those days, man. I made some terrible mistakes. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, whew. I was highly respectful to women though, but it was something that pissed me off, bro. But I was, like I say, passive aggressive. I very selfish. I was very selfish, man. Like I felt like, hey.
You were aggressive.
He chose violence.
Because some motherfuckers, man, people be having you fucked up sometimes, man. Motherfuckers be having you fucked up. Okay.
Yak always chose violence.
Listen, I done been on some car rides with this young man here. I ain't gonna get into too much detail, but I done been in some car rides at 1 o'clock in the morning with this dude right here. Like, fam, just get in the car.
Fucked up.
Like, please just get in the car. Please get in the car before we both get arrested.
Because look, man, I'm one of them people like this, man. I want respect all the way around the board. And I want to give it back to you. So if you call me hype as hell, bro, I'm going to come over there and check your temperature just to see what the hell was so much rowdy.
You're going to match the energy.
Yeah, like, don't call me 2-3 miles away just talking greasy and then just hang up on you. Click. What?
Listen, I have gotten phone calls in the middle of the day while at work. Like, bro, just go home, man. Please, just go home. You gotta chill.
Shout out to.
Are you putting yourself yet in this category?
What is a piece of shit?
Like adding to the non-quality men. See, okay. You guys are talking about men that. In yourselves, even if that's what you're doing, of what you were. You guys are grown. Today is a different type of guy.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Totally different type of guy. So what I'm looking for from y'all is to tell me of situations that really don't involve you. Like it's appreciated that you recognize where your growth has happened. But where right now in the present is the quality men lacking, and why? Like, who do you know that is contributing to this lack of quality men?
Ooh, I will have to blame certain mothers who keep titties in the mouth too long.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a second.
Hey, it's a lot of dudes out there who still got that titty in the mouth.
Take it
They
out.
still got the titty in the mouth.
Take it out.
You gotta, yeah, pop that bug out, bro. Because this motherfuckers who've never been out here on, they've never been on their own feet. They've the mom has always cradled them throughout the hard times, and that will make a dude so reliable, makes the guy so reliable on his parent that he doesn't know how to face the real world. So how can you not even know how to face the real world, let alone a woman? If you get a woman with a businesswoman or somebody got something going on and you've never dealt with anything like that, man, that will destroy you. Like it's gonna be toxic as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
man, listen, I'll yeah, one more time. Message. Definitely, mamas, you gotta let your boy get out here. Let him live. Let him experience life. You gotta just let loose. You know what I'm saying? Because
no matter how much you try to cradle him and keep him away from life, sooner or later you might not be here, and life is still gonna be here, and he's gonna be lost in the sauce, and he's got it just. I don't see a green pasture for them a lot of times. They just be lost in us just everywhere. So you know, that's why you see so many hoodlums and people who just feel so entitled to shit because Mom Duke's been there like these the whole time. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about that, baby. All that shit. Let them grow, man. We men out here.
I will say the mothers are the first ones to make these men remain boys before they become men. But I will have to blame the women also in their lives who choose to be their women and allow for that behavior to continue by taking their mother's place. Because if your self-esteem is that low, sweetheart, that you have to give him your keys to your car and leave your car with him, and you've already dated somebody who does not have a car, and you grown. Like, we ain't talking about you 18, 19, 20, 21. We talking about you 29, 30, 31, and 40 and up. And you still are allowing somebody to move into your house with your kids while you pay bills, while you go to work. They drop you off. They have your car, and now they driving around town without a job doing what they want to do, and you want to sit up there and be upset with him?
You know what that is?
Quality man.
You know what?
Your self-esteem was low to say, I'll talk to you without a car. Because if you're not up here with me, if we ain't like this, then there's nothing we can talk about. We can't both be struggling to where you down here and I'm trying to hold you up. We can't do that. We got to balance each other out, or we
kind of mentioned that a little bit on the last episode. And a reason for a lot of that, a lot of the time is this dick. That's how they be. Hey, that's it. That'll get you moved in. That'll get you driving the car.
Yeah.
Shit, you eating the kids' plate, eating their Lunchables.
Yeah. Yeah. And she giving you money for a nickel bag.
Yeah, you get allowance.
Do not be drinking all the kids' Capri Suns, bro.
Fruit snacks gone. Like,
them Welch's boys is out of there. Them Welch's is all ours. There, yeah.
That's real.
It's tough, man. But we was talking about that.
I blame that on the mothers first, and then these women with low self-esteem that feel like they just having a piece of a man is good enough rather than having a whole man.
I think that's dope. I think women need to do their research.
I think that ding was right on point. Was that you?
Hey,
that was God saying I hit a note. I hit it on the head.
Hey, is this kind of toxic right now? Because we're supposed to be talking about men and we going in on the ladies right now. Still,
no, we're talking about why though. No,
we're talking about the same topic. Okay, so now we talked
going
about
in like the ladies can't catch a break.
Now we talked about where we think it started, right? So now let's get into the men who are not quality out here and what it is that they're doing that's not quality. I'll start not taking care of your kids. How about that? How about that?
Oh, we get to it early.
You're making them, but you ain't taking care of them. How about that?
And you are dirty sons of bitches if you don't take care of these little duns. I agree with you 100%, Keita.
Jump off a cliff now, because what are you good for? What you taking the oxygen up for? Like, you just, what are you here for?
Bro.
If you can't be a good spouse and you can't be a good mate or mate, and you can't be a good parent, then what is your purpose other than taking up the oxygen? Go. Just go.
You know what else I blame? Oh, go ahead, Speedy. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, Keita, you've been worked in education before. Like, they have no clue, you know what I'm saying, the impact that is that they make when they are not present in their kids' lives, man. It is such a huge impact, man. Like, just, man.
I can contest for that, man. I had a lot of anger in me for a long, long time before I was like, hey, man, maybe he just was born not to be shit. I mean, it is what it is at some point, you know? You have to learn how to get through that shit, man. And also blame the friends of those niggas who don't take care of their kids.
Yes, the friend.
What? You can't be with me. If I'm with my mans, me and Ryan in the car riding, he like, hold on, bro. I got to stop through, drop my son off some food. And I got a whole daughter over here. She over there just starving. I don't give a fuck what's going on. And you still let me ride the car with you? You are a terrible friend. Like,
awful friend.
That is terrible, bro. Hell no.
That's a good point. I ain't even really thought about that. Friends.
How many of us have them?
Friends.
Ones we can depend on. Let's be friends.
Before we go any further, you right, absolutely, man. These friends ain't, man. Listen, they
because
awful.
I got one in my corner that ain't really in my corner who got some friends and they ain't friends.
Oh,
that's why they all single. That's why they all ain't shit.
Yeah, you can't do that, man. I don't respect no nigga who can be riding around a nigga who ain't take care of his kids, man. It don't make no sense. That don't make sense at all. You can be out here the freshest nigga in the world. And you ain't taking care of your little ones. And
to the credit of where we are in the state of events economically, I get it. We are struggling right now.
Yeah.
Those of us in lower middle class and just lower class economic status. But if I have $50, my children are going to get that 25 of the 50, and I'm just going to have to make do with the other 25. But we gonna split this. My children will get. And that's me speaking as a loving parent who's selfless, as I should be, because that's my number one job once I decided to create these little people. And if you're going to say, oh, all I got is 50, I ain't got nothing else if I give you 25.
That's crazy.
Well, then cut your dick off. Like, you don't need to be making no more. Like, it's over for you. Because you're already a bitch. So go ahead and just cut it off. You don't.
Dang, she going in. This is that's who we was waiting on.
Lorena Bob it yourself, nigga. Do it, because you ain't. I'm more of a give it to me. My dick is bigger than yours, and I ain't.
Oh dang!
We told her to put the glasses on, ladies and gentlemen. You getting full edge Keita today,
we
baby.
Getting all of it. You are getting this Keita.
Let's go.
It's the truth.
No, that's
and,
real.
I'm gonna get on women on another point when we have the topic that's appropriate, because there's some women out here, just to put a message out there, that are worse than some of these men because maternally they don't have that instinct or they don't even want it, and that's where these men have to become mom dads. But thank God that there are fathers like that exist, but it's not just men that are like that. There are women that exist, but we're on the men today. So I'm just putting that message out there that'll be a different topic for another day. But right now I'm talking about these men. You are worthless if you're not going to try your best to make sure that your children have something.
Yeah, I agree.
You are responsible for what you create. In this world, you know what I'm saying? You are responsible for what you create. I don't care what it is, especially if it's another life.
Yes,
you need to just take responsibility for that. And I hear this too, like, oh, my baby mama, man, she on this. Nah, no, this should be no excuse. This should be nothing.
None
that should keep you away from your biological children, bro. Like there should be nothing at all. Like, you know, and you know, full transparency, you know what I'm saying? Like my son is not my biological son, he's my stepson. And I done probably seen his dad like once. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel me, like,
yeah, that's crazy. That's
insane. On the
insane.
phone maybe twice.
That's insane.
That's crazy, bro.
And then he probably this nigga on the other side asked the question like, "What's going on over there?" Nigga, come see.
You worried about the wrong thing,
right?
What you mean?
Nigga, you can't try to parent over the phone if you don't bring your ass off it.
Let me tell you something. There was a time where he had something to say about what we was doing over here. I said, "Listen, my mans. Man. Listen, my mans. You worried about the wrong thing. You have the audacity.
Bro, the audacity.
No, the temerity.
Man, oh, that's a good word.
That's deeper than audacity. That's stronger. Ooh. But here's the thing is that you said you are responsible for what you create. Yeah. It doesn't just mean you're responsible financially. You're also responsible for the monster you create. Because you as men can tear somebody down that you didn't brought in this world, even if you are present all the time. If you are not building them up,
that's true.
If you're not trying to make them positive pillars within this community,
that's true.
Then you are just as responsible for that as you are for not taking care of them.
I agree. Because it's like I say, man, me as a father now and not having my father around growing up, man, I saw myself with rage. Like I was mad at shit that wasn't even supposed to be mad at. Like, you know what I'm saying? People who were actually trying to help. Like my mom had a few boyfriends or whatever the case may be, and they had children or whatever the case may be, and they'd take care of their kids and shit, but I would never register with them the way I needed to because I had my own anger. Like, how the fuck, like, but I was respecting them because they was doing what the fuck they supposed to do, and it could have made me a real monster. It really could have, but luckily I did have a strong support system. I had Ryan's dad, I had my Uncle Tommy, I had certain grown men who knew the dynamic of how that shit could affect me come to me, bring me in like, look, bro, we got you. You need anything, you know what I'm saying? It's always good to have a support system, and I had some great men around to make me the man I am. To be
shout out to them surrogates, man, for the men who step in, support kids who father not around it. Like that's so meaningful, man, because the grandfathers, the uncles, the whoever, man, like definitely y'all play a huge role, man,
for sure, man. And my brothers, we had to raise each other. A lot of us I grew up with, we didn't have our dads around, so we made it a pact for us not to act like them. If we have kids, motherfucker, you better take care of your kids or we're gonna whoop your ass. I mean, that's it.
To your point, there's a comedian, and he's been around for a while, but I've just come to know of him, and his name is David Arnold, and maybe you've heard of him, maybe you haven't, but he has a couple specials that are on Netflix, and one of them recently that I had seen is really an older one of his stand-ups. It's called the title is called Fat Ballerina, and he it's really good, and he talks about how his father, even though he was not present in his life, his father was the man he had to be to make sure he was the man that he had to be. Meaning his father was addicted to drugs. His father didn't have much. He didn't even know that his father wasn't his father until he was like young adult age. And he was messing up too much, and his mother then introduced him to his father. Because for the longest, he thought his stepfather was his biological dad. He heard whispers, but he never really knew. And so when he just was going down a path that she saw it was going to be destructive at this point, she then dropped him off, and he's like, I'm your dad. And they got to talking and whatnot. And he never had a relationship with him afterwards, but he came to know who he was and what mistakes he made. And because of those mistakes, he says that's why he's the man he is today, because he took from what he saw and said, I'm not going to be that. So that's part of being a parent, is having to say, I am going to create and break the curses from what has happened to me, from you, my parent, and bring a solution to those hearses stopping for my children. And as men, I know the world is on y'all's back, especially you Black men. I get it. I mean, I'm there with you in the struggle. I might not understand wholeheartedly, but I'm the one I'm holding you down. The Black woman, I'm holding you down. So I see it. But my thing is, you have got to find that inner strength, because if we don't have you, we're lost as a community. We need you. Just like you said, Yak, you had those other men. My dad wasn't in my life after the age of, he really abandoned us emotionally long ago when I was 8, but he literally wasn't in my life from the age of 12 to the age of 25. He chose tough in my life. He had his own mental issues as to why, but still he knew what he was doing, and he was living his life. Like at a certain point, you can't keep blaming it on the mental.
Oh yeah, there's no excuse after a while. There's no excuse.
Responsibility, period, and I exist. And so he abandoned me for more than a decade. And the thing is, while he was around, he was doing damage. When he left, he hurt me, but the damage wasn't there like it was before, because he was not kind. He was trying to break us. So that's what I mean when I say, men, you're just as responsible financially as you are emotionally to your children. Because you create some monsters. I could have went completely left. I could have been a young mother, a teenage mother so long ago. I didn't have the protection of him, but I had the men around me, that my grandfather, my uncles, I had teachers that took me under their wing as male figures. I had at least
Speedy.
that.
Yeah, Speedy.
I had Speedy. I had Yak.
Yes, indeed.
I had Jason. I had a lot of male friends who literally were my friends, and they were there for me. And it could have went completely left.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm glad you said that, fellas. Also, it is possible and it is okay to have female friends and not smash.
Yeah, it's true.
Because sometimes you need a woman's point of view to get you do some shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to smash them all. Everybody ain't smashed. I mean, a lot of them smashable, but you don't gotta smash them all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all right to have female friends, bro.
I got close female friends, man, and too, they're valuable friends.
Yeah, check in on it'd be love, man. Just be love. And ladies, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous about your man. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, don't be jealous that your man have female friends. I mean, it gotta be a respect thing now, No
new friends once we in a relationship. Whoever you have.
Oh yeah. Those ain't friends then.
No friends. Okay, another topic for another day.
Not like that. I mean, I see what you mean.
Another day.
All right, but to your question that we was talking about, I think the other thing is just people who just can't tell the truth, man. Like guys who just can't tell the truth, man. Just be honest, man. If you're gonna do dirt, do dirt. If you're gonna be what you're gonna be, but just be honest, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like you don't need to stick and move out here as a fella. You don't need to be doing this, that, and the other, but just be honest about it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not
chick I'm dating.
Right. Just say that. Just say I'm trying to smash. Just say things like that, because really you got to give people or women an opportunity to make a decision for themselves. And when you don't tell them the truth, you don't give them an opportunity to make a decision. If you're saying like I'm dating multiple women, then she could decide I want to move forward or I don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell them. You don't tell a woman you got a job and you ain't got a job. Like, just be honest.
Cause she gonna find out, baby.
She definitely gonna find out. If you don't have a car, just say you don't have a car, because she is going to find out. Be honest.
Your car cannot be in the shop for 16 months.
Okay. I had one dude tell me that. He never. Lord, he was like,
hey, my car's still in the shop.
Take this further. Take what further? You ain't took me nowhere. You have no car to take me anywhere. We ain't been on a date. Girl, we just talking right now. We're just talking literally on the phone, not talking to get to. We're just talking. I'm talking to you right now. That's it. So yeah, but anyway,
I've heard some terrible lies, the nigga. So I've heard some terrible lies, man. This nigga knew he didn't have a car. He was like, "Oh shit, man! I gave it to my aunt." so she can get back and forth to the she can get back and forth to her doctor's
Because
appointment.
he want to come off as considerate, right? Like
Yeah.
niggas ain't shit, man.
So tell me,
Oh,
what is it
shit.
that the qualities, what are the
Ooh.
qualities that a man need? What is it that a man needs to do today to overcome the hurdles that they are probably dealing with that makes them lack the qualities they need to possess?
Grow the fuck up. That's what you got to do. Shit. That's how it is. Grow the fuck up. You know.
I'll start mental health. Get a therapist. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Work on yourself, because there is no way you can work with someone until you know who you are.
That is true. I agree to that one. Yeah, I snap with that one.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's hot right there. Shit.
Yeah, to that point, because I mean, we all go into a relationship with stuff, you know what I'm saying, with experiences and trauma, and
yes,
and we just all have stuff, and like if you have not processed that,
years of slavery,
all of that, racism, oppression,
coonery,
buffoonery, all of it, man.
Coonery of it all.
Yeah, and if you don't process that, and you haven't figured out how to work through that stuff, man, you're gonna carry that right into your relationship.
You gotta work with the caucasity of society. You know, like it's just too much.
Yeah,
man. Keto over here looking like the lady from the Magic School Bus with the ponytail.
Not Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle?
hit you with the mean vocab today, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
Let's go. She dug deep in that dictionary.
Yes.
She dug deep in that Webster today, boy.
I know. She
oh yeah, that's mine. What's yours?
Go ahead, Speed.
Let me see. What do you do? What do you need to do? Just be honest, man. Like, just be honest. But to take it a step further, be honest with yourself.
Ooh, like, there it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
there it is.
It's one thing to tell a woman the truth, but it's a whole nother thing to tell yourself, like, listen, you know what? I'm not that good at, or you know what? I'm kind of selfish. Like, I had to come to that point in my relationship. Like, I'm kind of selfish, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
I had many drives in my car by myself, dog, listening to music. Like, damn, I fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. You gotta sometimes you gotta just talk to yourself about it too. Like, damn, bro.
You gotta be honest with yourself.
There was that this one guy. I don't know if I mentioned this before when we talked. I asked him. I said, if I was to talk to anybody who knows you, who are the closest people to you? He said, my sisters and my best friend. I said, okay, you got one best friend? He was like, yeah. I said, what would they say if I was to ask them about one of your flaws about you? And he says, I think they would say that I am, that I'm stubborn. And I said, okay. He was like, but I don't think I'm stubborn. I said, but you just said that they talk to you separately, right?
So he's in denial.
See, listen,
right.
Well, Marquita.
Like, no, but that's what they would say. They've told me that, but I don't.
That's
think
a loaded question, though. Like, if that's on the first couple dates, ain't no man gonna tell you that. You know what I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm gonna tell you if you ask me that question on the first and second date. You know what I'm gonna tell you.
Gonna say, Speedy?
They're gonna be like, they gonna say that I care too much.
Yep.
They're gonna say that they're gonna say that I'm too loyal. I'm flawed. That's one of my flaws, and I'm just too loyal.
I open my heart up too big.
I love too hard. I open my heart up too big.
My heart too big.
Well, he ain't give me that.
I love too hard.
So you not loving too hard. That's how I keep getting my heart broke, man. I just keep loving too hard. No, nigga, you done fucked around on her 17 times, had 3 children on her. Nigga, that's what they're gonna tell her. This
You're right.
Nuts in his pants. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. But yeah, so if you're not self-aware, to add to what you said, Speedy, you're not gonna be able to be honest with yourself. You're not gonna be able to be honest with anybody else, which goes circling back to mental health. Learn yourself, understand yourself, be real with yourself.
That's true. Be
real with yourself.
What about you, Yak?
Me, I will say this, man. if you have children, it's kind of off the subject, but it's kind of on there. But if you have children and you break up, don't break up with your kids too. Like, you know, that is not the break up. Like, bro, come on now. Look, I don't look. Me and my baby mom, hey, you my nigga to death, baby mama. You know who you is. But at the same goddamn time, shit. Okay, I had to get the fuck on. All right, I had to get up out of there because I mentally, like she said, mental health was kicking in. It was that motherfucker would have drove me nuts. Okay, drove me fucking bananas.
Both of y'all going in today. I'm loving it.
Motherfucker drove me nuts. Okay,
yeah, I feel that, man.
I had a fucking responsibility. Take responsibility for your responsibility. How about that? Lock into what the fuck you got to do. I had a child. She looked like me. She act like me. That's me. Me and you, we got to come to a common ground to make sure she's straight. That's it. We ain't got to talk. We ain't got to be friends. She called me sometimes talking crazy. I just hang up. I love it too. It's nothing more man. It's not a better feeling in the world to have somebody call you just so aggressive and you could just be like, boop. And they can't say no. I mean, it's done. Like, as long as the daughter is straight, I called it an investment. I called it an investment when she was born. Like, my daughter is a stock and we buying into it. So, nigga, hey,
because guess what? You're gonna need to be in either your home or a home one day.
Yep. Pick
Which
one.
What is the child gonna put you in?
Pick one. Yeah, I know my daughter. She gonna have me straight. Yeah.
Best now.
Mia's gonna have me living lavish. Her mama gonna be somewhere on the 17th floor getting fed Jello shots and pudding with a robe on. Like nobody.
It depends. Depends.
Why won't they come visit? Yeah, cause she was an asshole. Hey. But she getting hip like a phone clip now though. We got a good relationship, man. We know how we had a few conversations just to look, man. This is our key thing to focus on right now. Just her. You don't gotta like me, I ain't gotta like you. But we gotta make sure she's straight regardless. And we also gotta make sure we're cordial in front of her.
That's right.
You gotta be cordial.
Right. You can't be talking crazy about the other parent in front of the kid, man.
Can't do it. Oh, that's so toxic.
That's toxic. Well, because they don't have no context. The kids don't have no context. You know what I'm saying?
But the kids will rub it in more than you because they be like, damn, did you know mama said
Oh yeah. Kids are the best instigators, dude.
Oh hell yeah. What you gonna do about that, daddy? Mama said you wasn't shit. Like, oh what? Where your mama at?
You know what? Kids
you are messy, dad, just like mom said. Like, listen.
I'm on your mama ass now. Oh, let me call your mama up.
But the thing is, kids love to see parents smile together, even if you're not together. They pick up on and they vibe on that positive energy. Even if you fake it, but do it the faking in front of the kids. Cuss each other out in the room with the door closed when you're on the phone together. But when you're in front of them kids, fake it till you make it. So
hey man, if you can fake that car being in the shop for 16 months, you can fake being liking your baby mom for 10 minutes. Like, I'm just saying.
Perfect.
Listen, as a man, like your job is to be the man you want your little girl to date and to marry, and you want your son to be when he gets older. Like that's, what I'm saying? That's the takeaway for me, man. You got to make sure that you set that example. You feel me?
Yes.
What are our quality content recommendations?
I don't know, man. This was all quality content. Y'all was going in today, man.
From the words of Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah.
Once again.
What'd he say?
Some of these niggas is bitches too.
What else he say?
And some of these niggas look just like you. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it better than that. You're right, Snoop. Because some of these niggas look just like these motherfuckers. That's my quality content. Fuck these other niggas, because I'm down for my niggas.
Hey. Well, here's the thing. Speedy, what's yours?
I don't know.
You want me to go and then you think about it?
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I would say, women, stop enabling the behavior that you don't desire. And then you will see a change. That's all I can say. Stop enabling the behavior you don't desire, and then you will see a change. Because why would you deal with a man who you know has 5 kids, 6 different baby mamas? And yes, I did the math. I said it the way I said it. And then you sit up there and you still allow him in your life around your kids when he's a deadbeat, don't do right daddy.
Because of that dick. That's why. Because she getting dick down. That's all. That's all it usually be.
So don't enable it. Don't enable it. And by not entertaining it, by not dating them, not giving them the time of day. Once you find out how they are as a character in their child's life and in life itself, leave them alone.
No
and you
poor
will
nanny.
see a change. Because he didn't have no reason to change. Say it again. No poor nanny.
I'm not going no more now, y'all.
You can't,
Say it again.
give up no poor nanny. Okay? No poor nanny. Okay? No.
It's not even poor nanny. Don't give a damn number out. This nigga don't deserve oxygen, let alone your number. Don't do it.
We talking that shit today. Go ahead, Speedy. Go ahead.
I don't know how to follow that. I would just say use contraceptions and use condoms and be safe out here if y'all gonna be moving. You know what I'm saying?
Because Roe versus Wade is over.
Yeah, for sure. But also, like, listen, man, if you don't like, if you're not really sure about a man, you know what I'm saying, when you're dating him, then why would you let him you know what I'm saying, ejaculate inside of you? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're not really sure about him, why would you let him, you know, do that? Like, have access to the most intimate part of yourself and your body. You know what I mean? So just take care of yourself.
Don't let your whole points go up. Don't let your whole points go up.
Listen, it's one thing. Like, I understand that I got a lot of, you know, I've had a lot of friends. I got a lot of friends who are very sexually empowered, who've taken control of their sexuality, and that's cool, right? Like, and they protect themselves and they make the choices on their own behalf, and they get it when they want it. Like, that's cool, right? But just make sure you protect yourself, man. You know what I mean?
Please do.
When I say don't let your whole points go up, I mean, don't waste your time with somebody who you know is going to be exited out of your life because of the quality person they are. And then you're going to have another one come up. Like, if you're going to give it away, get the best of what the world has to offer, not what the world rejects.
That's what, if he ain't got a car, he step out the Uber on some busted stacks.
Not the stackies. He pull up on you on a swim. A BMX boy with the pegs.
And then you let him slide in there. You look. All right, man. Listen, y'all.
All you can get is a fucking Little Caesars hot and ready for a date. You don't need to be with this guy at all. Please.
Close us out yet, because we getting too
close out, man.
Look, man, y'all got us hot over here, man. But we love everybody and their mama out here just for having y'all, man. LiveQualityMinutes.com today. Tap in. Quality Minutes Podcast. Shout out to Miss Keita. Shout out to my nigga Speedo. Make every minute count as always, man. And stop being deadbeats, fellas. Please stop being deadbeats.
Stop being deadbeats, man.
We'll see y'all in a minute and a half. You know what I'm talking about?
Bye, guys.
You and this bye, guys.
Cheers! Yonder. Going in, son. Hey, man. I am so happy.